They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Falcon defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception.
This defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point by Curry, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
5 yards on first down, but just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it really nice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Ritter. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. Drake London,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles are coming in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Play action. Stroud now.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Would it be called just a 22-yard punt? Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. We'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be taken at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. but this one, he really had some guts.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
What are y'all doing? Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Six. Mega. Set.
Ritter. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Check P. Ready?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And Jeremy Chin there defensively. The Falcons at 0-2 here to begin the CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Slide through. Hey, go get it. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get... Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's still on his feet and finally brought down at the 43. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. Stroud off the play fake.
Escaping the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Delson in motion. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and run for it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Stroud.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And the defense tries, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they have a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone and not give up the touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Green Jack. Ready?
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another
nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Curry knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5. Ultimately, they settle for just a field goal.
To think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Call it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Stroud. Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter.
We can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Red, cycle.
Here's Ritter. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of line behind it. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Delson in motion. They'll run on first down. Best. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. Best, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete there to Smith.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And then 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter, here's Stroud.
Oh no, he lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber.
Look at the big fella go.
And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'll give downs here out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
On first down, here's Stroud. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Grady Jarrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Ritter on the fourth down try. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.